my name is Kimberly Olson. I'm the Wellness Director at Body Business Fitness Club, and I want to welcome you and congratulate you on week 4. If you are this far in the program, you guys, great job. I'm so proud of you, and I know what it means to do this day in and day out. Stay intentional with your workouts. Stay intentional with what you're eating. You're doing everything. It's not just one or the other. It's an amazing program, and you're doing it, so congratulations. So let's talk about next steps. Let's talk about maintenance. And let's talk about how to transition out of this challenge and make this a permanent part of your lifestyle. So when it comes to maintenance, the most important thing I want to tell you is that you're going to want to utilize the principles that you've learned during this challenge, and I want you to keep them going. I want you to reflect and look back and say what worked for me and what didn't. If it worked for you to meal plan and it worked great, I want you to keep that up. Now, if you say, well, I just wasn't finding the time to cook, I was just really struggling with that. Maybe you look at something like a Snap Kitchen. There's other services out there, Blue Apron, HelloFresh, where they deliver everything to your home and you just make it. Maybe that's the best route for you. That's the time when investing in those kind of things are worth it to make sure you can stick with your healthy eating plan. So I want you to reflect on that. Exercise is another big one that we want to look at for maintenance. Now, how did you do during the challenge? Were you coming in as often as you wanted? Were you able to make it in, or were you missing your workouts? Were you putting them in your schedule and then something would come up or you just didn't feel like coming in? If that was the case for you, accountability, you guys, is everything. So I want you to be thinking about, what does this look like long term? I did exercise this much during the challenge. It may or may not be what I wanted it to be, but what does my life look like? For this fitness part of my life, what does that look like for me? So if you see yourself coming in regularly, hopefully 2 to 3 times a week, we found is at a minimum is a great amount of time to come in to create a long-term program for yourself. If that's you, or maybe even more, what is it going to take for you to get there? Now, what people often beat themselves up with, I've noticed this when I'm touring people in the club and things like that, is they'll feel really almost shameful of not coming in as much, and they kind of beat themselves up. There's no need to do that. It's very hard for people to come in on their own and become just completely self-motivated. Over time, it does become part of your life and it becomes much easier. But those first few months or so, it can be harder to create those routines. So if you were not coming in as much as you want, I'm going to encourage you to implement some accountability into your lifestyle. A challenge like this is great, but then what do? So what I found is that people do best when they have someone holding them accountable. So when it comes to nutrition, you might be best meeting with someone like me. I have clients that come in every 3 weeks for a 15-minute check-in, and they're just knowing that they have that appointment with me keeps them on track. Also with the fitness, there are so many choices at Body Business, which is one of the reasons I love it. But I am going to ask that you honestly ask yourself, are you doing well coming in independently and working out, or coming in and taking group exercises? If you are, that's the route for you. If you want to change it up, or you're finding you just weren't making it in, you are probably going to need more accountability. So the 2 main ways that we have accountability in the club is going to be one-on-one or a small group. One-on-one is where you either meet with a personal trainer one-on-one or a Pilates instructor, and you have a private session with them. This can be great if you don't like the group setting, or maybe you have some limitations or injuries that you want to work around, or really specific goals. So if that's you, go ahead and inquire at the front desk, and we can get you set up with one of them to speak with them about the different options and programs they have. The other option is small group training, and you can also do this with the fitness concept in a group setting, such as our small group training kind of boot camp formats, or you can actually do small group training with Pilates. A lot of people don't know that. So if you like the small group option, that's another thing to inquire about. And with our small group, you guys, I don't know if you've seen the schedule, we have times early morning, midday, evening, all day long. We have small group trainings going on in our tribe room, in our Back Mind Body studio, and also in our Pilates studio. There are so many choices. There really isn't any excuses at our club. We're here to help you. We're here to hold your hand, and it is worth your time. It's worth your investment to take care of your health, because it's the most important thing. Without it, right, what do you really have? And that's why we're so passionate about helping you. And so if you have any questions, you need anything else, you guys can reach me at Kimberly_O@bodybusiness.com. My email is inside all of the PDFs, so you can find me there. You can also just pop into the club or give us a call, and one of us can meet with you and sit down and go over your goals and all of that good stuff to make sure we're supporting you in the way that we want to support you, because we want to be here for you. So to wrap this up, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, Thank you for trusting us with your time. Congratulations, you're wrapping up the 30-day challenge. You should be so proud of yourself. That's phenomenal. And again, we're here to help you, so please don't hesitate to reach out, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next challenge.